How X-Factor destroyed a contestant's entire life, SunnyV2. Look, man, I've been gone for about a week, bro. Ain't uploaded a video since last week, bro. I have some stuff I gotta take care of, but hey, we back now. So you already know what to do. Leave reaction suggestions down below in the comments, but if you don't, I'm gonna just find my own videos to react to. We also got some gaming coming up, baby, for my Jet Set Radio fans. That bomber Cyberpunk dropping in a few days. Hey, we on that. We on that. Y'all want a full walkthrough with that game? Or just a couple gameplays here and there? Y'all let me know. Now, without further ado, let's get it.
When Zoe Alexander received 4 no's from the X-Factor judges,
damn, they all said no.
Fell apart over a 10-year period.
She threw the mic? Oh, shit, that in cameras.
On camera from 100 different angles. It all began with this email right here, in which Zoe first reached out to the X-Factor requesting to appear on the show, explaining that she was a 22-year-old Pink impersonator but wanted to audition as herself. After being accepted as a contestant, Zoe was asked to send through.
I guess she did kind of look like Pink.
Yet the X-Factor then specifically demanded that Zoe audition as Pink.
They wanted.
Wow.
He basically said that if I didn't, I wouldn't be on the show. So I agreed.
Agreeing to do so, Zoe was invited in for an interview where they continued to ask her about Pink.
Yo, they basically set her up. She a Pink impersonator, but she wanted to be herself. And they're like, nah, you want to come on this show, you gonna be Pink. That's probably why she got 4 no's. I don't even know if she can sing or not. First of all, you better be able to sing if you was a person named Pink, because Pink got vocals. Yeah, she cold. So you better have really been nice with it. Hopefully he shows us a little taste of it. But yeah, man, they made her do Pink when she came on the show, and she probably didn't really do too good of a job.
Zoe was invited in for an interview where they continued to ask her about Pink.
All he wanted to talk about was Pink. Have you seen Pink live? Do you know Pink's real name? Do you think you're like Pink in real life?
With Zoe adding that they had no interest in her personally, showing that the X-Factor had an ulterior motive to create a story out of her being Pink. Before getting out on stage, one of the X-Factor producers then encouraged Zoe to give an overly emotional performance.
And he said, make sure you use all of the stage. If the judges say no, beg them, cry, get down on your knees and beg.
So
they told her to do that.
The judges just a few minutes later, this is what went down.
I'm gonna sing So What by Pink.
Okay.
Off you go. After stating that she was gonna sing So What by Pink, Zoe gave a boisterous facial expressions. However, the focus on her physical delivery and a few other things which we'll talk about later meant the singing was fairly average, leading the judges to stop her mid-song before stating this.
Oh, she didn't get to finish.
Think that you need to go away and take the time to find yourself as an artist.
Despite this, the judges were kind enough to give her a second chance.
Okay.
Second song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yet she was then midway through her second song before the judges once again implied that they didn't think she was good enough.
Dang.
It just sounds like every other average sort of singing voice.
But as the judges explained that she wouldn't be going to the next round, Zoe turned the criticism back onto them.
Like they told her to do.
I didn't want to sing a Pink song. You guys told me to
sing a Pink song.
Zoe then proceeded to lose her temper.
Then act like they don't know what she's talking about.
The stage, swearing at the judges and throwing the microphone toward them. Some more chaos then went down.
Oh my goodness.
Zoe lashed out at the cameraman ending the segment. However, in terms of negative feedback, this was really only the start. The family was so distraught from the event that they drove home in silence. Yet Zoe seemed convinced that they wouldn't include her performance in the final cut of the show.
I still didn't believe that they would show my audition on TV. I mean, how could they show the systematic bullying leading to a breakdown of a woman? It would be too upsetting.
Until about an hour after arriving,
they don't give a damn.
When a Daily Mail reporter who was at the audition called the family to get a statement for an article and to tell Zoe that she was definitely going to appear on television.
They will in any way they can to show it on TV because it is TV gold.
With this information, mental health began to rapidly.
I couldn't sleep. I just stayed up every night. I can't stress to you enough what an emotional wreck I was. I didn't trust anyone, and I just kept breaking down, crying.
Made even worse by
countless
articles talking about the situation before the episode had even gone live.
Dang, bro. They really did her like that, bro. They really told her to do it, and then she came on there and did it, and they was like, nah, get out of here. And then when she was like, yo, y'all told me to do this, they don't know what you talking about. Hey, you talking about? You got the proof? You ain't got no proof? Get out of here, man. She went off stage acting crazy, attacking the cameraman and whatnot. She thought it wasn't even gonna be on TV. She thought they was gonna cut it out. Nope. Now you on there. Everybody looking at you. Dang, bro.
Then, after 6 weeks of fear, Zoe's phone began to ring.
I got a phone call from the X Factor informing me that they were going to air my audition. I was honestly so terrified. I just said no and put the phone down.
Within hours of the episode going live, the performance was being called the most shocking audition ever, while publications such as The Mirror called her X Factor's most shocking contestant ever. As a result of this, Zoe stated, "I was recognized everywhere I went."
Laughed at, pointed at, threatened. Damn.
Myself and my dad have been threatened with violence to the point that my dad had to physically defend us.
I'd go to the gym.
Oh, somebody tried to physically what? Why? People are weird. So y'all tried to actually attack this woman and her dad had to like literally fight people? What? So yeah, hey, what's wrong with some of y'all got issues, dog? How? Why?
Threatened with violence to the point that my dad had to physically defend us.
I'd go to the gym and people would watch the video on their phones in front of me and then whisper and laugh.
Despite this, Judge Tulsi Konstastavlos refused to change her attitude on the situation, stating there is always going to be the odd person who throws a massive hissy fit. Thousands of people over the years have auditioned, and this one person couldn't control their temper and threw a fit. But I don't think that's a reason for everyone to go, you've got to think about their emotions. That was one person. Those are her issues and she chose to bring those issues to the stage.
I mean, yeah.
When she now had no other option, Zoe began to defend herself by stating that the show deliberately tried to make me out to be this girl with a bad attitude, before she theorized that the X Factor deliberately encouraging her to sing a Pink song was part of a plan to increase ratings through televising a poor performance, which would explain why the producers encouraged her to be emotional in the minutes before the audition.
Yeah, because no matter how good the performance was, even if it would have been a good performance, it wasn't gonna be as good as actual Pink's, like an actual Pink performance. It wasn't gonna be as good as the real Pink. It just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So hey, they set her up. They set her up. They set her up. I get that money.
Which would explain why the producers encouraged her to be emotional in the minutes before the audition. Zoe Alexander was set up for a fall, and yes, she couldn't sing, but that isn't the issue under discussion. Setting people up to mockery by deliberately enhancing their self-image beyond their talents is cruelty bordering on human rights infringement. Zoe's volatile nature would have been spotted in one of the earlier auditions, and then stoked up so she would outburst on TV, and thereby encourage a flagging audience to tune in with the expectation of future Jerry Springer
Springer moments.
Shameful, yet wow. A little less compassionate. Look, she may have been set up by producers, which isn't fair, but at the end of the day, she can't sing. The judges were just by using the identity thing as an excuse because she did get to sing a second song, which she was also rubbish at. The violent/physical outburst was wrong, full stop. Yes, it's unfair for producers to mislead her, but her reaction was atrocious and very bratty.
Yeah, hey, homie saying, look, regardless of the situation, bro, she can't sing. What the hell was she thinking coming on X Factor? At the end of the day, they trying to find people with talent. They trying to find people that's actually nice with it. If you ain't got them vocals, it don't matter, bro. You shouldn't have been on there in the first damn place. You got to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's like if they try to bring me on X Factor to do a dance number. I'm not doing that. Y'all finna sit up here and embarrass me in front of all these people. No, I'm not doing it. So, yeah, man, that would be my fault if I decided to go on there and then, you know, bury myself in front of all them people. Got a point.
Also, her dad shouldn't have brought her back onto the stage either, as this escalated the whole situation. She got to sing 2 songs, whereas most people get to sing 1, and she wasn't good enough yet Zoe didn't stop pushing back against what had happened. Approximately 7 months after the audition went live, an article was published by BBC News titled X Factor Cleared Over Pink Tribute Act Complaints, in which it was explained that Zoe had gone to the government broadcasting agency Ofcom, claiming that the X Factor had ignored her track choices, changed her song list, and dictated her outfit and hairstyle, insisting on her appearing in her Pink persona.
Wow.
The agency found that the judges' comments were balanced, and her violent reaction after the audition was unacceptable by any standards over her perceived grievance. Accordingly, Ofcom has not upheld Miss Alexander's
There's a little truth in that,
with articles such as this one perpetuating Zoe's nightmare.
People said to me, oh, don't worry, it'll blow over, it won't last forever. And it lasted for years and years and years.
Things became even worse when Zoe's performance racked up almost 100 million views in
goodness, bro.
However,
they thought of throwing her in the copies.
Any of these after hearing Zoe Alexander's story, it seemed there was more that was yet to be discussed. On the 20th of July 2020, Zoe uploaded her own video titled Zoe Alexander X Factor The Truth, in which she now revealed that the performance itself had been edited and even CGI'd to make the X Factor look good and
CGI'd.
She stated the judges actually began the audition by essentially insulting her.
And he moved on to tell me that I was very overconfident, which wasn't shown on TV.
And after she started singing, the audience went crazy by cheering. However, in the final cut of the show, this had been reversed, so the audience was instead cheering while the judges gave their opinions.
In the broadcast.
Wow, so they removed the cheering sound from the performance and added it to the back of the judging? That's messed up. Ain't no way, bruh. But in the broadcast footage, the audience reaction been completely changed. For example, when Tulsa spoke her blatantly scripted lines, he said you wanted to find your identity. It's very confusing for me because I felt like I was watching a Pink tribute act. Audience could be heard clapping and cheering her words as if she was voicing the opinion of the entire audience. In fact, the audience at that moment sat in silence as they were not primed to follow the storyline.
Footage. The audience reaction has been completely changed. The audience could be heard clapping and cheering her words as if she was voicing the opinion of the entire audience. In fact, the audience at that moment sat in silence.
As a person who was in the audience, we were told to keep quiet when the judges say anything. So yeah, you're definitely telling the truth.
So she got back up.
The music they played was also different to what she'd sent through.
The track that they played was not the track that I had sent them. It was in a different key and it was a different track.
And when she'd put in the microphone, she'd done so because they'd turned it off while she was explaining what had happened.
Okay.
I realised that they turned the microphone off, and that was when I threw it to the floor. But in the video, I threw it like that. I didn't. I threw it to the floor.
Zoe then debunked the segment where she'd seemingly walked off and come back with her dad.
I categorically did not leave the stage and subsequently return hand in hand with my father. Once again, the footage has been completely fabricated.
Dang, seriously?
Example of the X Factor's over-imaginative editing.
Before she added that even the judges' comments had been inserted at a later date.
Also, Nicole did not stand up and say, "No, baby, no." That did not happen. So they were cutting afterwards to produce the footage in their fictitious storyline.
After heading backstage, another scene was filmed. Which begged the cameraman to stop filming. However, this also didn't make the cut.
I was saying, please stop filming me. Please stop filming me.
This scene was cut from the broadcast footage and replaced with even more fabricated footage, which better suited their storyline, as it didn't portray me as aggressive. The real footage clearly demonstrated the broken and emotional state into which I had been bullied.
And with this information, everybody began to stand up for her. I admit, I was who laughed and thought you were this crazy lady who was just mad that you lost the audition. I'm so sorry, they're so horrible for doing you like this, with others informing Zoe that her video had blown up outside of YouTube.
Oh, that mug going viral on TikTok, you know it's blowing up. Hey man, so people started taking her side, like, okay, hold on, wait a minute, X Factor really did do you dirty. We on your side now with it. That's crazy. So what's going on with her now? I mean, is she like a successful content creator now? Like, what's going on here?
Over on TikTok, a relatively small account made a 15 million view video talking about what had happened, which when duetted by Zoe, gained a further 27 million views, with almost everybody up for Zoe. As a result, Nicole Scherzinger's comment section began to fill with comments regarding Zoe's treatment. Therefore, the judge did this.
Can we just talk about the fact that Nicole Scherzinger has blocked me on TikTok?
Despite this, the mainstream media ran with the story, causing the X Factor to backpedal rapidly.
You have made the X Factor turn off their Instagram comments. You have made the X Factor turn off their YouTube comments. And you have made the X Factor change the title and description of my X Factor audition video.
With the 19 million view audition video having since been removed altogether. On top of this, Zoe's appearance has also been taken out of the mega viral top 5 angriest contestants.
Oh, they went and re-edited and removed it?
Zoe's poor attitude and the show's sketchy editing feels like a reasonable middle ground between the two parties.
Okay, well, hey, it looked like at the end of the day, she won. Got the whole world on her side. Everybody going against the X Factor. Is X Factor even a thing anymore? I don't watch TV, bro. Who watches TV? Who watches regular cable television nowadays? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all probably still do. I'm not really like, you know, trying to be offensive or anything. I'm just saying, I don't watch TV no more. I just watch stuff on the internet. That's it. But yeah, man, look like she won. People on her side. They didn't turn off all the Instagram comments, the YouTube comments. They didn't remove the video altogether. They didn't took her out the compilations. They like, hey girl, look, we're gonna go ahead and take this L in silence. Leave us alone. People is bombarding us. We ain't finna deal with this no more. So shout out to her. If they really set her up and did a whole bunch of editing to make her look worse than what she really did, they bogus for that. But, you know, I guess all these years later, she finally got her some justice. So that's gonna do it for this video, man. Make sure y'all, you know, leave some reaction suggestions down in the comments. Check out the future gameplays that I got coming of different games. You know what I'm saying? Walk through of Liza P next month. Also walk through of Spider-Man 2 in October. And then, you know, whatever else I play is gonna be what I play. And until next time, I am up out of this thing. Try a lot of love the video, like, share, and subscribe. It's boy Dairu, we signing out. Peace.